Good morning, good morning. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Derrick Casey coming to you live from Dallas, Texas, and I'm super excited to be on this video with you. I wanted to come in and share an important video, so I'm going to ask everyone that comes on this video really pay attention, okay? Because I come across some information that can truly change some things financially, and especially with everything that's going on in our economy today. I definitely want to be able to make sure you guys have a full understanding of this content that I'm going to share with you guys this morning. Because, we see so many people right now that are struggling, losing jobs, businesses closing down, you know what I'm saying? They're really hurting financially. So I want to give you guys some kind of tips that can help you guys maybe do a little bit more research, or maybe at the end of this video, you want to look into what it is that, we offer here to help you and your family, whatever the case. But I really want you guys to walk away with some information that can kind of shift your mindset a little bit. All right. So what I want to talk about today, let me just kind of put it down here at the bottom so that way you can kind of see. I want you guys to learn today on how to discover why W-2 employees have been losing money for so long, but how you can quickly change that around. How can you change that around to make things happen for yourself? Now, I know a lot of times when it comes to talking about the financial situations, people don't like talking about those things, but we're going to talk about it this morning so that way you guys have a better understanding on why you're losing and how you can get it. See, the problem is in our economy, and this is kind of my thought process, right? My thought process on it is the lack of information, all right? The lack of information. So there's so much information that is out there, but it's that we are not intentional about finding the information that's needed to help us overcome some of the financial challenges that we are having. So that's the reason why the phrase, the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer, is because the wealthy know things and have implemented things that the people who are not so wealthy have not even looked at or not even been educated on and things like that. So when I came across this information, because I was on the other side of the lake with the people who didn't know, I was one of those people that was working a job and getting my paychecks and sitting back and like, damn, all these taxes, not understanding why I was paying all of these taxes, wondering why I was really struggling and living paycheck to paycheck. And then when I came across this information, I was like, man, I wish I would have known this years ago. I wish I would have known this years ago. Okay. So to my W-2 employees, if you still work a job, okay, and you go work for your family, make your money, whatever the case, and you've been wondering why you've been overpaying in taxes, is because the tax laws were never created for the W-2 employee. It was never created for the W-2 employees to benefit from. The tax laws were created for the business owners because as they are creating opportunities and hiring people, as they're generating income, the income and the revenue is being put back into the economy, which is helping the economy grow. So the tax laws have been created for that reason, okay? For that reason. So the thing is how do you overcome that, right? How do you overcome that? Well, if the tax laws were created for people who have businesses, then the way to overcome your tax problems and overpaying in taxes is by starting a business. Okay. By starting a business. Now, I understand that a lot of people get afraid of, starting a home-based business, investing, and all of those things. Sometimes you don't know what's real and what's not, or whatever the case. But guys, I'm telling you, this is the time that you really want to pay attention. This is the time that you really want to go ahead and start looking into a home-based business, okay? Because the tax laws state that if you have a home-based business and you have the intent on making money, they didn't say you had to make a certain amount of money to get these benefits from the tax laws or anything. They said the intent. That means that you have to open your mouth and be sharing your opportunity with people, your products, your services, whether it's face to face, whether it's online. You have to be working your business to be able to get these tax benefits. Okay. And the reason why so many people haven't known that is because we were never educated on it. You know what I'm saying? When you went to school, they told you to go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a degree, and find your dream job. But they neglected to share this information with us about how important it was to have a business. Okay, so I want to break this down to you guys so that way you can actually see this for yourself. Okay, now most people will say, well, hey, I can find this information. And just like I said before, there's information that's out there. You can sit down and find this information. There's YouTube videos, there's a lot of articles, a lot of great information for you to sit down and get this information and try to do the things yourself, right? Here's the problem that I see. The problem that I see is that people don't have a problem with getting started, but they have a problem with continuing and staying consistent. Okay, because you got to understand when it comes to the money game, right? Things change all the time. Laws change, things change. You have to stay on top of this information. Okay, so if you don't, then you're going to continue to find yourself in the same situation you've been in for so many years. So the reason why I'm saying this is because you need to have the experts. You need to work with experts, whether you go and get your own expert and work with them and pay for their services and leverage them to help you get your finances in order. You need to have experts, because that way you know that you are getting the right information. When things change, you're going to always have access to that information when you have experts. Okay, so when I came across this opportunity, it really blew my mind, because most of the time people don't go seek experts because they're too expensive. And especially in a time like today with people struggling financially, thinking about paying $150 an hour to sit with an expert to help get your finances in order probably isn't on your priority list, right? I mean, I know it wasn't for me for so long, but when I came across this membership and I see that they had a team of licensed experts and enrolled agents with the IRS, that really, and it was affordable. I was like, man, this is crazy that it's just this amount. My wife was included. I was like, this is a no-brainer. And so now I go out and I shoot these videos to share this information with you guys, so that way you're not out there in the dark, just moving aimlessly, looking for answers and continuing to run in dead ends. Okay, so check this out. All right, so let me share my screen with y'all real quick, because I want you guys to kind of see exactly what's going on. Okay, because I want you guys to understand. I really want you guys to understand how this works, because a lot of times when people look at home-based businesses, they look at it for one reason, and that reason is to make more money, which is okay. Like, that is the one thing we all want to do. We want to make more money. We want to increase our cash flow. Totally understand that, but there are some underlying reasons and benefits to having a business, especially a home-based business, than just making money. Okay, and the reason being here, guys, is that when it comes to taxes are the biggest expense that most Americans have. Okay, most Americans have. So when you are working a job and you are giving up to 37% of your income away to the government, there's no reason why, there's no wonder why that you are struggling, because 37% of your money is gone. You think about that. If you make $60,000 a year, you know what I'm saying? That's damn near $15,000 of your money that you're giving away to the government, only leaving you with $35,000 to do everything else with, right? So you got to be able to find a way to keep more of your money up front, okay? Keep more of your money up front. And the way to do that, guys, is by starting a home-based business, okay? By starting a home-based business, because you want to be able to, one, stop overpaying in taxes. You want to be able to keep more of your money up front, so that way you can leverage that income to do other things. Maybe take care of some debt. Maybe you want to start saving for a house, or whatever the case. You work for that money. So why is it that it's okay that the government comes in and gets your money before you actually see it, right? So when you get your check, you see a gross amount, and then you see all these minuses, right? This is the government coming in, getting their piece of the pie. And then you have the net of what's left, right? The net is what you take home. And when you look at it, that net looks pretty gross after the government gets done taking their piece of the pie. So we want to show you guys how to keep more of your money up front. And the way to do it, guys, if you're a W-2 employee, is to start a home-based business. The reason being is because when you start a home-based business, you can now turn your expenses into deductions. things that you are already spending your money on. So if you are renting or owning a house, a portion of your home is a tax write-off. Your health care, right? That's a tax write-off. You can write off 100% of that, guys. The miles that you drive, the meals that you eat, the trips that you take is all a tax write-off when you have a home-based business. And once again, you just have to have the intent on building a business and making money to have the access to these tax benefits. Like, that's crazy to me, because it's not based on how much money you're making. It's based upon you opening your mouth and getting online or face to face and sharing your opportunity with people to have this. I mean, it gets no easier than that, right? So I want to show you guys something that we actually brought to the table. So now that you know that taxes are your biggest expense, right? And you understand that the government has their hands on it, and you also understand that the tax laws were never created for W-2 employees, but they were created for the benefit of business owners. Now you understand the secret to being able to keep more of your money up front is by starting a business. There's no way around it. Start a business, and preferably a home-based business, because there's no overhead, there's no legal and all of this other stuff that comes along with it, no employees and all of these things. You get a chance to work from the comfort of your own home, and you get a chance to turn your expenses into deductions. Why is that important? Because when you can turn your expenses into deductions, right, and you can write off things that you're already spending your money on anyways, you now lessen, right, and decrease your taxable income. Okay, your taxable income. So you got your income here, and as you are writing off your trips and your meals and the miles that you drive and your medical insurance and your car and everything. I mean, there's so many different things you can write off. You can hire your children and pay them a salary through your business and write that off. As you are doing that, you are deducting the amount that the government can tax you on. And think about this, guys. Jeff Bezos, Amazon, makes billions of dollars, right? Pays zero in taxes. Meanwhile, somebody that's making $13, $14 an hour, maybe 40, 50, or $60,000 a year, is giving a third of their income to the government. So it's time for you guys to wake up and figure out, what the hell is Jeff Bezos doing? You got Donald Trump only paying $750 over the last 10 years in taxes. So we need to figure out, what are they doing that we are not doing? And this is exactly it right here. So I wanted to be able to kind of paint this picture for you guys a little bit. So here, let me stop sharing, because I'm gonna show you a tool that we use to kind of open your eyes up to the type of expenses that you could write off. Okay. And anybody that hits me up, or anybody that shares this video that's a part of this opportunity, or whatever the case, they can send you this link, and you can go in and answer these quick 7 questions and actually get a chance to see how much money you could keep up front, how much more money you could put back into your paycheck. All right. So let me show you guys this real quick, and then we're gonna dive into it. Bam. All right, hold up, hang tight. Let me pull this up. So what we have, guys, right here, we have an instant pay raise estimator. So if you work a job, you can actually, you can do this yourself, right? Because you got to adjust your W-4 correctly, so that way you can get it to your job to do this. Or if you want to learn more, we offer a service where we have enrolled agents with the IRS that will adjust your W-4 and also fill it out for you, so you don't have to do anything at all. You don't have to do anything but take that W-4, take it to your job, and on your next paycheck, you can have your money back, right? So I want you guys to put in the comments, give me my money, because you work hard for that money. You work hard for that. So the government shouldn't have access to it before you do, right? So this is how you're going to be able to do it. And we got the experts to help you guys do that, right? So with this instant pay raise estimator, right? Below it says there are 7 of over 180 possible home-based business tax deductions that could save you money and increase your paycheck every single month. Now, I have never come across anybody that has ever said to me that they wanted to overpay in taxes, that they like it, they don't want it, they cool, I'm just going to keep giving the government my money. I've never heard that. I've never heard anybody turn down putting more money in their paycheck. I've never heard that. So let's check some of these questions out real quick, okay? So you can go down here, and this is common tax deductions, right? These are just a few of them, but there's a lot more. So they say 180 there, but there's like over 400 and something tax deductions that you could take advantage of by having a home-based business. So you can check out the number of miles that you drive, right? Your cell phone expenses, your internet expenses, right? Cost of business meals. So when you go out, if you mention your business to someone and you're out eating with your family, that's a tax write-off, right? Travel expenses and business trips. When you're taking trips with your family, you go out and you take, like I have my trifolds. I'll be out handing these out for my business to share information. That means that trip, I could write that off on my taxes. Health insurance premiums, okay? If you're paying for health insurance, you can write that off as a business owner. Right here, it shows you that you can hire your children anywhere between the ages of 7 to 17. That's right. You can have them be part of your business doing little things, whether they're shredding papers, whether they're helping you to put things in envelopes, whatever it is. And instead of giving them an allowance, pay them through the business, and you can write that off. You can write up to $12,000 a year off on your taxes by hiring your children between the ages of 7 to 17. You probably didn't know that. Well, you just learned something today, right? And then when you fill out all of this information here, right, all you got to do is click here to calculate your savings. And what's going to happen is the person that shares this with you, they're going to get an email that's going to tell them, congratulations, this person qualifies for this amount of tax savings and money that's going to go back into their check. And you're going to have a call from someone that says, hey, thank you for filling this out. These are the details, right? They're giving you the results. And now you can actually see this for yourself. See, the one thing that I love about our company is that we want to prove it to you first. We want to prove it to you first. We want to be able to prove it to you. We don't want to just talk about it. Okay, we don't want to talk about it. We want to prove it to you. We want you to see the possibility before getting on board. Okay, so that's for my W-2 employees. So if you want to learn more, all you got to do is hit me up, or if anybody shared this video on Facebook, YouTube, whatever the case, make sure you get back to them. Tell them that you want them to send a link to the instant pay raise estimator so you can find out how much money you can get back into your check by your very next paycheck. The holidays are here. Move fast. Move fast. Get your money back. Have some extra money that you can put into Christmas for your family. It's your money, right? So don't sit around and wait for it, guys. We are here to help a lot of people, okay? So that's for my W-2 employees, okay? So I hope you guys got that. Hit me up. Hit the people up to share this video. Get that instant pay raise estimator, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to blow your mind, all right? So anyways, for my online marketers, okay, I definitely want to talk to you guys today. Because for my online marketers, you guys, there are so many amazing companies, opportunities, products, services, everything, right? But the one thing that and the reason why I'm talking about this is because last night, I just so happened to be scrolling through social media. I came across a Zoom call that was going on with a company that I was with like a few years ago, right? And for the first time, I seen them speaking about this. How to win the money game, how to take advantage of the tax benefits, the tax laws. For the first time, I seen them talk about that. Now, I have been with them for a little bit. I've never heard anybody talk about it. It was all about making money and recruiting. But the one thing is, guys, if you don't understand this piece, you are still losing. Okay. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up, because there are a lot of companies out there, a lot of people I see marketing, what you guys are doing an amazing job. You're getting people on board, you're helping them make more money. But if they are still overpaying in taxes, if they're still not taking advantage of the tax laws, guys, we are doing them a disservice. We are doing them a disservice because they need to know that information. They can't just be out here making money, but not understanding how to write things off on their taxes. They are still losing money, okay? So this is the reason why I want to bring this up, because I had talked to several online marketers. And when I asked them about this piece, have you adjusted your W-4, or do you have a tool to help you to take write down your expenses? A lot of them didn't even know what I was talking about. Some people was like, oh, I heard about it. I read about it. All of these different things, like they didn't even know like what was going on. And I'm like, my gosh, like we need to get to the people. They need to have experts, enroll agents that understand the tax laws to help them get their finances in order so they are not losing. Okay. I'm not here to tell you, oh, come join the opportunity, but get the membership for yourself. Have access to these experts, which will take the guesswork out of it. So instead of having to go and research for yourself or ask some of your business partners and all of that, what you should do when it comes to your taxes and all of these different things, you need to be able to have the experts that are in the field that understand this through and through, that can help you guys put things in order. Okay, put things in order. If you don't have that, guys, and you are an online marketer and you haven't talked about taxes, if you haven't talked about turning your expenses into deductions so that way you can decrease your taxable income, if you have not talked about that piece, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to share this information with you guys, and I want to be able to help get you guys set up and plugged in with our experts. Okay. I just want to be able to help people out during this time. Let me see. I got a couple of comments that came up. All right, cool. So I just wanted to come on here and share that with you guys because this is something that's cool. And with this membership, that's not all that we do. Okay. Because we have experts that can help you get your credit scores increased so the interest rates and the insurance premiums can come down. We have experts that can help put a game plan together to help you eliminate all of your debt in record time, save you thousands of dollars on interest. We also have experts that can help you reduce your monthly bill so you can keep more of your money up front. If you haven't heard about the phrase income shifting, this is something that you need to learn. Income shifting is the strategies that we use to help you take your money back out of the hands of the government, the banks, and big business. That's what we are focused on. Because if you can get your money back into your household, just imagine the type of things that you can do now when you're not overpaying in taxes, when you're not paying those high interest rates and insurance premiums, when you're not paying on debt, when you could free that money up. Just think about what you can do. I mean, that means purchasing homes, that means starting your retirement. I mean, we help you with all of that. All of that. One membership covers the whole spectrum of your financial situation. That's why I get excited about this, because I see a lot of people that just want to focus on credit, right? They just want to focus on credit. I just want to get my credit scores up, and they think that that's the end all be all. But one thing that I've learned as I've been educating myself along the way, that is that the credit is not the only problem. It's not the only problem. And you got to have all the pieces of the recipe to really take and really experience what it feels like to be wealthy. You got to have all the elements covered. It's like Colonel Sanders. He got his 12 herbs and spices for his chicken. And if you wanted to have that same type of chicken that he makes, you can't come in and just start picking out different pieces of the recipe to use to make the chicken and expect that you're going to have the same piece of chicken that the Colonel makes. You got to use all 12 herbs and spices. So if you want to be wealthy, you got to do the things that the wealthy is doing. You can't pick and choose what you think is important and all that. You need all of the elements to work in your favor, which means you got to stop overpaying in those taxes. You got to get those credit scores up so that way you can stop overpaying in interest and insurance premiums. You got to eliminate that debt, get rid of it. All right. Free that money up and put it back into your household. You can reduce your monthly bills, right? Stop overpaying on those bills. We have a team of experts that will negotiate for you. So as you are increasing your cash flow, now we have a team of experts that's going to show you how to truly invest your money so you can retire the right way, not retire part-time and go to work part-time and all of these different things where you can truly enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's why I get excited about sharing this information with people, because it's very important. I can't make you do it. I can't come into your house and drag you and say, you should do this. But if I could just keep the information in front of your face to say, guys, it is time to wake up. It is time to even the playing fields. That phrase, the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. Hashtag this stops today. This stops today because you came across this video. And you've been looking for the answers. You've been looking for them, and nobody has been able to give them to you. They give you bits and pieces. But now you just came across a video where you just understood one membership with a team of licensed experts and enrolled agents that can cover everything that you may be challenged by in your financial situation. That's why I get fired up. I went and got my trifolds. I'm getting out to the people. I'm sharing this information. I'm sharing this on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. I am reaching out. I'm talking to my W-2 employees. I'm talking to my online marketers that are in other businesses that haven't had these conversations yet. I am speaking to you guys today. I'm speaking to you guys today. So all it starts with is just hitting me up, or anybody that shared this video with you, getting back to them and saying, hey, I want to learn more about this. Because when I see other entrepreneurs, online marketers, home-based business owners that's telling me that they haven't started anything, they don't know how to write things off, that's a problem. And my job is, where there's a problem, I'm bringing the solution. Where there's a problem, I'm bringing the solution, and we absolutely have a solution here. Okay. So if anybody has any questions or whatever the case, feel free to reach out to me. I love getting on the call. I don't do all the typing and all that stuff in the messages and giving you information. Let's schedule a call, because then that way I can answer your questions. I can show you some things. And the only thing we need to do is talk about next steps and getting you started, because this is a no-brainer. This is literally a no-brainer. So for the W-2 employees, if you don't have a business already set up, we got an opportunity here for you. If you already in a business, don't worry about the business. Get the membership. Leverage the experts to get your finances in order. Okay? Leverage the experts. That's what we're here for. Okay? So like I said, if you guys have any questions at all, hit me up. If anybody shared this video on their page, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you find this video, make sure to reach back out to them. Tell them that you want the instant pay raise estimator, so you could see potentially how much money you could save with the things that you're doing right now. And if the numbers are right, let us help you get that W-4 adjusted and filled out so you can get into your job ASAP, so you can see that money by your next paycheck. And then now you can start looking forward to other things and put all the rest of the pieces of the puzzle together. All right. So that being said, guys, thank you so much for taking the time out to come on here and listen at your boy, Derrick Casey. I'm excited to share this information. I look forward to talking to you guys. But once again, guys, hashtag this stops today. The rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer is no longer going to be a phrase, because we are starting to uplift and empower people who haven't had access to this information. That's my mission. I am not going to stop until I see more and more families winning. I promise y'all that. So thank you so much, guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. God bless. I look forward to talking to you soon.